What is up, my goons? It is your boy ChiniTube here, and I'm back again with another video. This time I'm going to be discussing the perks that will be available to us in Black Ops 3 when the game comes out. Just a quick heads up on the gameplay. It's on the map Yemen, getting another swarm, so pretty decent gameplay. Hope you guys enjoy it. So let's get straight into the video. Black Ops 3 perks. So just to let you know that these perks have been confirmed, however they may be subject to change depending, because obviously these are just to build up, these are just to build up effects, so later on they may change, the magnitude of how these perks work and things like that. So yeah, the system that they're using is the same one that they've used in Black Ops 2, so there will be 2 to 3 tiers. And you get to choose 1 perk per tier. If you may have a wildcard that may allow you to choose 2 per tier, that you'll be able to use that. So getting into the first tier, and these will be blue in color. The first perk is Flak Jacket. It's the same flak jacket that's been used in all the other Call of Duty, so explosives do less damage to you. Next one is Blind Eye, which again is the same one, so undetectable by score streaks and tracking systems. Then we have Ghost, which so you will not be able to be detected by UAVs when you're planting or defusing bombs or while you're controlling score streaks. And I think they've changed it a little bit that if you're stationary you will be visible, so people who will like to camp in corners with Ghosts, they won't be able to do it in this game at all. A new perk that they've introduced due to the thrust jumps in tier 1 is Blast Suppressor, and this is the same one as used in Advanced Warfare. So I'm assuming when you do thrust jump, you'll show some sort of indication on the map that you've thrust jumped, so this perk will allow you to not be detected. Next up is Afterburner, and this allows faster recharging of the thrust pack. So when you have used your thrust pack and all the energy of the pack is depleted, this perk will allow it to recharge faster, so you'll be able to thrust jump again quicker. Last perk on the tier 1 is Overclock, and this allows you to earn your specialist weapons abilities a lot quicker. So in the game they have, I think, 12 or something specialist abilities and weapons, and I think this perk may allow you to earn it quicker. I don't know how, maybe twice as quick, or maybe the score that you need is shortened or something like that. Moving on to tier 2, and these will be green in color. First perk is Hardwired, and I think this is the same as in Advanced Warfare, so you're immune to counter UAVs, power core, immune EMPs, and you will not trigger proximity based explosive or tacticals. Next up is Scavenger, and this is a perk that I use a lot because my ammo runs out quickly when going on those long kill streaks. So yeah, you'll be able to replenish your ammo. However, they've changed it a little bit again. You will not be able to pick up ammo from enemies killed by non-explosive weapons. So if you were to blow someone up with a C4, they won't drop a scavenger pack, and henceforth you won't be able to pick up their ammo. Next one is Fast Hands, and this was used in Black Ops 2 again, so you'll be able to switch your weapons faster and aim faster after sprinting, so like a Sleight of Hand Pro back in Modern Warfare 2. Next one is Tracker, and it's a new perk, and it allows you to see a digital imprint of enemies' footsteps from the past 4 to 5 seconds. So I'm assuming if you have the perk on, you'll be able to see sort of footprints of enemies that will light up on the floor, maybe, or on the walls, wherever, to where they are, so maybe you may be able to follow them and kill them. Last one, second last one on this tier is Anti-Up, and this allows score streak points to be decreased. So previously they had Hardline, which would reduce the actual score streak itself, so the point streak, so the limit you had to reach. But I think what they've done now is if you have this perk Anti-Up on, you automatically have extra points to start off with, so it's more easily attainable. It's just a little bit different to Hardline, but doesn't do do anything different. Last one in tier 2 is Cold Blooded, and this is the same as used in previous Call of Duty, so reduces your imprints on the ground against Tracker, which is the other perk in tier 2, and Sixth Sense, which is a perk in tier 3, which I will be talking about as it's quite an interesting perk. So moving on to tier 3, first up we have engineer. So shows up enemy equipment on your heads up display, so probably light up a certain color showing that C4's behind the wall, stay away from it or whatnot. Next up is dead silence, and this reduces the sound of movements you make. So if the sound of your footsteps will be a lot quieter, so enemies may not be able to hear you as well as they should, or as well as they could. Then we have awareness, and this is slightly at an advantage for those people who use headsets when they're gaming. So enemy movements are easier to hear when you're using, for example, Astros or Tritons. You'll be able to hear them a lot more better and snap onto them before they kill you. Then it is tactical mask, same as in Black Ops 2, so reduce the effects of flash and concussion grenades. And then we have a new one which is called Gung Ho, and this gives you the ability to hip fire your weapons, deploy your equipment, and throw grenades while sprinting. So I'm assuming that you'd able to, whilst you're sprinting, you're able to do all those things. Coming up to the last perk, which is Sixth Sense, and this indicates the direction of nearby enemies in coordinates. So what does that mean? So say if enemies are close to you, as I've seen it in a few gameplays, what will happen is on the minimap on the top left corner, a sort of like red triangle will show you like where an enemy is around you. So I think this is probably like a game changer in terms of perks, because this perk I'm assuming will be attained probably right at the end of before you're about to prestige. So a lot of people may not be able to use it for a long time as they want to prestige quickly. So I'm assuming if you want to keep on to this perk, you just don't prestige, which I doubt many people will do in the beginning of the game. So yeah, for example, it shows you the direction of the enemy, but it doesn't show the enemy. It doesn't show whether the enemy is above you or below you. So you just have to work it out. So if you see a cliff, you probably know that the enemy is on top. Bear in mind that this only works very close ranges, so I'm assuming it's like a mini Blackbird for the player itself. So it's quite a useful perk, and that's all the perks done. If you personally ask me, I probably use something like for tier 1 I maybe use like a flak jacket, obviously because there'll be a lot of grenades and there's a lot of C4s thrown around, especially in Black Ops 2 where C4s are really overpowered. Hopefully they've changed that. Maybe in tier 1 I'd use blast suppressor, because that was essential, I reckon, in Advanced Warfare, because you used to boost around a lot using your XL abilities. But hopefully that's not the case in Black Ops 3, as hopefully we'll use it less, so it brings back the traditional Call of Duty. And then second one, I'll probably use Hardwired, as this year is a big announcement that there's not going to be any toughness perk. And as you know, toughness was pretty much the essential tier 2 perk that we used in Black Ops 2, but none of that anymore, which I think is a good thing, because as it's been taken out of the game now, it's an advantage, as everybody has equal chance, has equal recoil, and it's just more fair overall in the game and everything. And I think that third perk I'll probably use will be Sixth Sense, as it's an interesting perk. It helps, I reckon it's going to help a lot, especially when you're playing on your own. So yeah guys, this has been the perks on Black Ops 3. These are all confirmed. Stick around guys for the Black Ops 3 beta when it does come out in a few weeks time on August 18th of PlayStation 4, as this is the channel to be on. Remember guys, this is your boy YouTube, don't hate, appreciate, and I'm out. Peace.